Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening, faculty, administrators, family, friends, distinguished members of the School Board of Directors, Superintendent Dr. Robert Frazier, and most especially the class of 2017. My name is Mr. Al Funk, and it is my privilege to serve as principal of this fine institution. It is an honor to welcome guests and family to our campus and our beautiful gymnasium for this commencement exercise. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Corey Axler, music teacher and director of the South Vocal Ensemble, accompanied by Mr. John Burns, music teacher and marching band director, to lead us in the singing of our national anthem. Please remain standing after the anthem for a moment of silence. This year, we remember in a special way 3 members of the class of 2017 who have gone before us. They were all shining lights in our school community, bright, athletic, handsome, and funny. They represented the very best attributes of a Council Rock South student. Their tragic passing still weighs heavily on family and friends. However, we are uplifted by many positive memories and the great spirit of vitality shared by the boys. Tonight, we unite our thoughts as we pause in remembrance of Cullen, Ryan, and Seamus. Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to acknowledge some special folks in the audience today. A high school diploma is the culmination of an educational journey which spans kindergarten through 12th grade. We have several teachers from our sending elementary and middle schools, as well as our own fabulous South faculty on hand today. Would the Council Rock educators please rise for acknowledgement? I would also like to recognize an outstanding educational leader who has guided the graduating class over the last 720 academic days. She wears many hats here at South: Special Services Principal, Administrative Liaison, Keystone Exam Coordinator, but by far, her greatest role has been that of Principal of the class of 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Susan Gormley. And in a class filled with academic achievers, there are some students who have distinguished themselves at the very highest level of educational excellence, wearing silver medallions and representing the top 10% of the class. With the Council Rock High School South scholars, please rise for acknowledgement. And wearing gold medallions representing the top 2% of the entire class, please join me in saluting our 16 distinguished scholars. In an ever-increasingly turbulent world, it takes brave men and women to stand up for freedom and democracy. At this time, would any student enlisting in the armed services, entering an ROTC program, or attending one of the service academies, please rise for acknowledgement? Thank you. Class of 2017, it is remarkable to witness 14-year-old boys and girls mature into 18-year-old young men and young women right before your very eyes. It has been a privilege to accompany you on this 4-year growth journey. Bridging the gap between childhood and adulthood takes perseverance, grit, determination. It also takes guidance from friends, teachers, and most especially, loved ones. It is my sincere hope that your time here at South was one of growth and fulfillment. And even if you did not attain all of your personal goals, I hope that you are leaving us today as a better version of yourself than when you first entered these hallways. I want to thank you for your willingness to share your many gifts and talents with this school community. Class of 2017, you have all traveled very different paths to arrive at this significant milestone. But arrive you have, with style and with class. All the best to our graduating seniors. Thank you. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the first of three graduation speakers. Zach Rovner, president of the class of 2017, embodies the spirit and vitality of this wonderful class. Next year, Zach will attend the University of Pennsylvania and major in physics. Please join me in welcoming Zach.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole class really here. Class of 2017, back when we were freshmen, Drizzy said it best. It's crazy to think about, but 4 years ago, Started from the Bottom came out. Miley Cyrus was twerking on the VMAs. In fact, when we started high school, Mr. Funk had a full head of hair. It's obvious that times have changed. Sometimes it is hard to comprehend just how we got from point A to point B when every day it seems like nothing has happened. While we spent so much time complaining about how nothing happens, everything was changing. In order to live life to the fullest, we need to look at the past, the present, and the future. First, let's talk about the past. 4 years from now, or 40 years from now, we will look back at high school, at our past, our history. We will not remember the fads and trends, what we wore to school every day, and we may not even remember who is sitting next to us tonight. But we will remember arriving at school at the pre-dawn hours to leave for Disney. We will remember entering the gym for our final blue, white, and gold night. We will remember storming the field after beating North in football. No matter what it is that brings our high school past to life, one thing must remain the same. We should focus on taking in the good memories while learning from the bad. Continuing to look into the past at the last 4 years of high school, it is important to understand where we have been and what we have done, to look backwards in order to move purposely forwards. We shouldn't waste time dwelling on what cannot be changed, but rather take the lessons of the past to move forwards, always. Our class has a unique past. We lost 3 of our classmates, our best friends, our brothers. Instead of dwelling on the loss of Cullen, Ryan, and Seamus, we found purpose in remembrance, in celebrating their lives. We found ways, both small and meaningful, to make them a part of our high school experience. We persevered, and we continue to persevere together. Now we're here, in the present. Live in this moment. Take a second, look around. People have been telling us how special tonight is for the last week, the last month, the last year. But why exactly is it special? Tonight is a special night because tonight is different. Appreciate each individual moment in life, taking in the present slowly. Lastly, let's talk about the future. We have all been taught to obsess over the future, but that must stop. Simply, we all must live life moving forwards. Now we're here. We should not worry about the unknown future, that which we cannot prepare for, but should instead simply focus on what comes next, appreciating each day as it comes. And if you live it right, the past, the present, and the future come full circle. Think about it. 4 years ago, we started from the bottom in every sense of the word, bumping Drake and Miley Cyrus on the bus to school, getting cheered through the doors on our first day, and now we're here. We are here with each other. We are listening to Lil Uzi, ASAP whatever in the car, fidget spinning our ways through the days, and 4 years from now, we will question why it was so crucial to lend water bottles on desks, to dab and whip better than everyone else, to rock the most vineyard vines, because the fads and trends truly do not matter. What matters is that we learn from living each day in the present and always move purposely forwards into our future. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2017.
Our next graduation speaker will be attending Pennsylvania State University. He will major in finance. Please welcome Ryan McGran.
Good evening, parents, family, faculty, school board members, and invited guests. I want to thank you all for showing up to support us, the stellar class of 2017. Wow, who would have thought this day would finally arrive? We're sitting here, ready to get our diplomas, and finally sprint out of here, even faster than when the bell rings after that dreaded chem class. But before that last race down the hill, let's pause and look back on the relationships that we built, the relationships we've lost, that girl that we loved, then lost, then the next girl we loved, then lost, until eventually we realized that maybe we were the problem. But hey, relationships are a tricky thing. And in a way, whether we've had great ones or not, high school is kind of like one big relationship. Now hear me out. Freshman year is like spotting that cutie from across the cafeteria, your voice cracking every time you try to say hi, or when you finally get the guts to ask your friend for her Snapchat so you can sort of break the ice and avoid eye contact, just until you guys get a streak. That's when you know you're in the clear. Parents, you'll have to forgive me. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just the world that we live in. Don't get me wrong though, high school isn't one giant freshman voice crack. Oh no, it gets way more awkward than that. But after time passes and the awkwardness starts to wear off, you become more comfortable. This is a lot like sophomore year. Sophomore year, the most confusing of times. You're sitting there next to your special someone and you ask them, hey, if you had a parrot, would you put it on this shoulder or this shoulder? And you make the move as smooth as sandpaper. Nevertheless, you get yourself situated to make the move, just like when you make the move in that hard math class to push yourself and raise your GPA. The only difference is in the math class, unlike the kiss, your eyes are probably closed. At least you got out of the way though, you're feeling good. You finally have your feet under you a little bit. And then it's on to junior year. Feeling like $1,000,000 as you drive into school? Oh, but how short-lived that is. You see, this is the stressful part of couples' time together, because junior year with a lot of responsibilities, like taking the SATs, applying to college, finding a job in your specific trade, or any of the other responsibilities that we take on. Now, keep in mind you're taking relationship advice from a guy who's been single all of high school. But I've certainly witnessed my fair share of relationship drama. And the great part about all the stress and drama is there's only one place we can go, to what I call the honeymoon stage, or as we know it, senior year. The time you meet all the people you wish you met 4 years ago, you finally stop caring about what other people think, and just enjoy everything you've accomplished in the past 4 years. Not a care in the world, just enjoying life and everything that comes with it. Reflecting on how you started as that awkward freshman couple, scared to make eye contact, and how you've blossomed into the couple who does whatever it is some of you couples do in the hallways. Young love. Like any relationship, we've all been through something together. Like every relationship, we have loved, lost, and battled through adversity. This class has been put through a lot of tough times, and we stayed together, because hawks really do soar forever. Class of 2017, I hope no matter what adventures you take, or no matter what life throws at you, you never forget the memories we made and the relationships that we built in these past 4 years. And when in doubt, just remember, I can, I will, I must. Thank you, class of 2017.
Our final graduation speaker this evening, will be attending Dartmouth College next fall. Please welcome Nate Stockmall.
Hello, everyone. Faced with the end of my time at South and my entry into the adult world, I decided that before I went any further, I should get the whole meaning of life thing squared away. You know, just like one more thing I could cross off my to-do list. They say there's a big debate about what the meaning of life is, but the issue actually seems to be pretty much resolved. People always tell you, do what makes you happy. Find happiness. And there you have it. The answer is happiness. Turns out that Bobby McFerrin summed up all of human existence when he said, don't worry, be happy. I don't know about you, but that kind of bothered me. I mean, I don't know what makes me happy, and maybe what makes me happy now won't make me happy in 5 years, or even 6 months. I mean, it wasn't too long ago where my life goal was to control all the Pokemon Go gyms in Tyler Park. Besides, what even is happiness? So first I consulted some poetry and philosophy, because this is the kind of question they specialize in. But I could only find endless pages of similes. Happiness is like a warm puppy. Happiness is like a room without a roof. Happiness is like a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. Apparently, happiness is like a lot of things, but nobody seems to know what it is. So I did some more research. I figured if the authors of the world couldn't help me, I could always rely on science. So I looked up some experiments done on happiness. In 1978, researchers asked people who recently won the lottery and people who recently lost the use of their limbs to rate their happiness. And amazingly, the ratings were almost identical. Other studies showed that lottery winners weren't really any happier after winning the lottery than they were before the lottery. These findings distress me very much because my life plan relies pretty heavily on winning the lottery. See, psychologists have shown that we're pretty awful at determining what will make us happy. For instance, a significantly shorter commute has been shown to make people happier than a significant raise, but people almost always opt for the money anyway. Most people also think that a perfect job or a perfect relationship or a perfect house will make them happy. But these things probably don't exist and definitely don't always make us happier. So I decided not to look for happiness. And I know that sounds like angsty, but I don't think happiness is something we can find like our car keys, although I can never find my car keys. I think instead, I'll forget about happiness. A watch pot never boils, right? My advice, as we leave CR South and go out into the world, we shouldn't waste our time looking for happiness because nobody knows how to find it. Nobody knows how to keep it or even how to explain it. And honestly, there are better things we could do than just sit around thinking about happiness. We should explore, meet people, learn and consider new ideas, be dissatisfied and seek improvement. We could travel to Africa or build a car or learn about black holes or make a really delicious French onion soup. We could just live our lives. As the writer and philosopher Albert Camus put it, you will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists of. You will never live if you are looking for the meaning of life. Let's not obsess over happiness. Let's live our lives to the fullest. And I think along the way, the class of 2017 will stumble into happiness after all.
Thank you very much. At this time, we will begin the presentation of the diplomas. Reading the names of this year's graduating class are Mr. John Raddick, Assistant Principal, and Ms. Lynn Cariello, Assistant Principal.
I would like to present the class of 2017 Distinguished Scholars. Alexander Bartnick, Mark Boguslavsky, Brian William Deese. Emily Grace Freed. Abby Louisa Goldenberg. Jobin Lucas. Aiden Charles McKay. Megan Elizabeth McDonald. Cecilia Rabeda. Emily L. Rosenfeld. Samuel N. Rosenfeld. Alexa M. Spagnola. Nathaniel D. Stockmull. Melissa Wong. Felicia Wilkoff.
Class officers, Zachary Taylor Rovner, Distinguished Scholar, Class President. Michael Lee Feynman, Vice President. Danielle Nicole Gormley, Secretary. Jack R. Geiger, Treasurer. Maria Bonamo, Public Relations. Michaela E. Zachariah, Class Historian. Reed Alexander Zaper, SEB President. Amanda Lee Zelt, SEB Vice President. Jessica Paige Epstein, SEB Treasurer. Corinne Nicole Lukacs, IU Forum Representative. Ryan McGran, Speaker. And now the presentation of the class of 2017. Glenn N. Adams.
Kevin Luther.
Stephanie Nicole Andrioli.
Andrew P. Luzecki.
Jessica M. Armstrong.
Nolan R. Lyons.
Joseph E. Austin.
Thomas J. MacDonald.
Christopher M. Ailing.
Sean K. Mackin.
Samuel D. Bader.
Jessica Rose McGee.
Jean M. Barclay.
Alexis Marie Maya.
Leah A. Barrett.
Allison Elizabeth Mandel.
Jeremy Barson.
Joseph A. Marcella.
Robert Henry Beato III.
Kayla Marie Marchowski.
Austin Scott Beal.
Austin Marcus.
Lucas D. Bello.
Artem A. Marinchenko.
Ethan R. Benedict.
Dominique T. Marino.
Alexander A. Benner.
Leanna Mark.
Sloan M. Bergman.
Philip Alfred Marson.
Zachary Paul Burke.
Ryan Marsh.
Joseph Russell Burkhauser.
Andrew Martin.
Alana Marie Burkheiser.
Abigail Elizabeth Martinaire.
Aiden Bittman.
Sabrina Louise Masson.
Dylan Blackno.
Paul Raymond Matthias.
Abby Blank.
Sebastian Matishak.
Elena N. Blatnick.
Zachary T. Mayer.
Lillian Audrey Blazik.
Kristen Rose McBride.
David E. Blyman.
Catherine McClellan.
Nicholas J. Block.
Madison H. McConnell.
Sean M. Boggs.
Shane M. McDermott.
Samantha Ellen Bonash.
Matthew F. McDevitt.
Darby Rose Borden.
Kaylee J. McGinley.
Austin Paul Bourne.
Kai M. McGinn.
Kevin J. Bowers.
Kayla J. McGloin.
Ryan Boyd.
Caroline K. McGovern.
Kaylin Danielle Boyle.
Emily M. McKee.
Evan J. Briggs.
Lisa M. McKinnon.
Kenneth P. Brightcliffe.
Charles R. McNamee.
Kyle Broadus.
Sean McNeely.
Lauren Kate Brockman.
Dylan McCoyd.
Reed Allen Brooks.
Kenneth Meyer.
Madison Brunel.
Nick T. Melly,
Matthew Brunel,
Kevin M. Melnick,
Jillian May Brunetti,
Jessica A. Melnikoff,
Hannah E. Bryan,
Marco Antonio Mendez,
Lindsay Ann Buckman,
Nicholas Joseph Mendez,
Sean Paul Burke,
Michael Ryan Mendito,
Kaylin Rose Burns,
Cameron Elise Menser,
Zachary Mark Byers,
Hannah M. Mickelson,
Emily Bile,
Justin T. Milkowicz,
Kazbek Calderon,
Kayla L. Miller,
Olivia M. Cantwell,
Olivia Erin Mills,
Stephen P. Carr,
Michael Dylan Minsky,
Sean Casacarino,
Serial Augusta Mitchell,
Robert Casey,
Georgina Mitsas,
Allison Marie Castronovo,
Lucia Carol Moguyansky,
Karen Rose Castronovo,
Salvatore Molinari,
Thomas R. Che,
Matthew B. Morley,
Andrew Joseph Channon,
Rebecca Rose Morton,
Amy Chen,
Ryan Patrick Moyer,
Sophia Chickarine,
Morgan Parker Moras,
Jessica Bryn Sheffo,
Michael F. Mulhern,
Devin Jude Shahansky,
Ashlyn Haley Mullins,
Lucas Matthew Clark,
Kelsey Ann Munns,
Nicholas R. Clark,
Paige Alicia Murray,
William C. Cobb,
Brian C. Uziel,
Daniel Coco,
Ryan Elliott Myers,
Rachel L. Cohen,
Alexandra Nicole Nadine,
Bridget R. Comian,
Christina Victoria Nagrudny,
Megan Elizabeth Concanon,
Michael Farrell Nekowitz,
Zane Contractor,
Lauren Nicole Nem,
Robert B. Cooper Jr.,
Estelle Ruby Nemsov,
Colin L. Cortiolo,
Kevin Newbert,
Leo Christopher Corsadillo,
Gloria T. Wynn,
James David Conton,
William Thomas Nickel,
Katrina Marie Coyle,
Simone Nierenberg,
John William Sebastian Crane,
Alexander Q. Nordenholt,
Natalie Alexandra Crawford,
Caitlin N. Norse,
Kira Marie Crozier,
Rachel Lee Novak,
Anthony J. Collini,
Natasha Marianne Nomis,
Jessica A. Diagostino,
Dawson Nunner,
Amanda L. Daly,
Zachary O'Neill,
Michelle Sarah Deshefsky,
Carlin Oakley,
Noah Davidson,
Stephanie L. Olson,
Michael R. DeWicki,
Colin J. Oriente,
Michael W. Delaney,
Stephen Pagano,
Sydney Lauren DeMarco,
Dennis Pally,
Jacob R. DiMarino,
Carrie L. Palmer,
Maurizio Francesco Di Matteo,
Riley J. Palmer,
Michael Deo,
Gina M. Palumbo,
Anthony Vincent Di Pietro,
Nicholas C. Parisi,
James Di Pietro,
Rebecca C. Park,
Alana Devlin,
Lauren Perillo,
William Gregory Dickel,
Leanna R. Pascarella,
Jacob Frederick DeFees,
Kajal Patel,
Nicholas J. Denofa,
Betta Patla,
Sabrina Mary Dobron,
Christopher Joseph Patton,
Dana Dombrowski,
Kevin Pesci,
Emma Jane Donahue,
Mara Peck,
Skylar E. Dorfman,
Zachary J. Palekia,
Olivia Grace Dosa,
Orlando M. Perez,
Dylan Doherty,
Nicole L. Perilli,
Jared Downey,
Michael J. Pizak,
Colin R. Downs,
Sean T. Phillip,
Caroline Michelle Doyle,
Luca D. Pizzullo,
Joseph John Doyle,
Olivia Ann Ploppert,
Caitlin Alexandra Drake,
Jacqueline Lauren Poco,
Allison T. Dubininsky,
Alec Power,
Jacob M. Duffy,
Maria C. Prato,
Trey Elmer,
Sean Prestigord,
Corinne E. Estes,
Kylie M. Fritz,
Jake W. Evans,
Matthew T. Proud,
Caitlin Nicole Fabiano,
Nina Marie Pugliese,
Rebecca L. Fenton,
Nicole Josephine Purcell,
Olivia C. Furkai,
Ishmael Kateshat,
Joseph Christopher Fetzker Jr.,
Aaron E. Quinn,
Adam Figueroa,
Taylor Marie Radcliffe,
Mitchell Damon Fight,
Jordan Harry Ravitch,
Sean Fitzgerald,
Brett Nicholas Ranby,
Morgan Taylor Fitzpatrick,
Kylie Ann Rayer,
Megan Elizabeth Fleming,
Rebecca Reese,
Marley Brooke Foreman,
Royanna E. Relvis,
Sophia Maria Fortner,
Andrew Thomas Ridings,
Jenna Fox,
Samantha M. Robbins,
John P. Foy,
Britton Emily Robinson,
Rebecca Francois,
Michelle Roginski,
Robert Frank,
Caitlin A. Roman,
Christina Rose Franks,
Chase Ian Rosen,
Abigail Friedman,
Caleb Rosina,
Brian D. Friedman,
Sarah A. Rosser,
Tanaya A. Freeman,
Julia Lauren Roth,
Carly Marie Fullerton,
Delaney Rourke,
Kristen N. Furlong,
Jessica Rubanich,
Gemma Fusco,
Cole Rusden,
Dennis D. Gazinski,
Amal Sabirov,
Kelsey B. Gallagher,
Cecily Nicole Saborin,
Chloe Galler,
Justin Sabu,
Devin Alexis Galley,
Alan Richard Seknofsky,
Hannah Noel Garlick,
Dominic Salomon,
Nolan Edward Godet,
Harris A. Salzman,
Samantha J. Gaughan,
Blake Storm Salzman,
Connor Genevieve,
Ryan Daniel Saver,
Noel George,
Samantha Shouts,
Thane George,
Casey Ann Schlupp,
Jenna L. Dragy,
Paige E. Schmidt,
Tyler Charles Getman,
Emily Schmidt,
Francesca Sophia Gilch,
Ryan M. Schreier,
Allie Giordano,
Jake Schwartz,
Brett M. Gold,
Jason Schwartz,
Devin Gold.
Taylor Sloan Schwartz.
Alexandra L. Goldberg.
Erica C. Schwoyer.
Brandon Goldberg.
Joseph P. Scipione.
Eric Goldstein.
Ariel Lauren Siegel.
Alexis Rose Goldstein.
Elikem Victor Selassie.
Karen N. Golovko.
Kirsten Service.
Alexis Rose Goulet.
Angelina Shalupova.
Julia A. Gosman.
Nicole Shander.
Michael Gosman.
Christopher J. Sheriff.
Timothy W. Gray.
Shruti Shetty.
Eric Gidry.
Nicholas Stephen Shields.
Carolyn Google.
Masha Skuro.
Matthew T. Geyer.
Andrew M. Shorts.
Pooja Gupta.
Anton Shostak.
Joniel Gutierrez.
Joseph R. Schrager.
Mohammed Hamad.
Gabriella Shimatsky.
Alexis Hamilton.
Artsum Sianuta.
Tamara Hamilton.
Jennifer Siegel.
Marie Hammer.
Lauren B. Siegel.
Jack Elliott Hannum.
Mara Siegel.
Shane J. Hansen.
Lauren Silverstein.
Caleb James Harding.
Mary Kate Simpson.
Andrew John Harmon.
David H. Sinderovsky.
Cynthia Gwen Harris.
Regina I. Skrinick.
Diane Kelly Harris.
Alexis Janine Slowinski.
Grace Allison Harris.
Mateo Juan Carlos Smalley.
Sydney Nicole Halpert.
Alyssa Smith.
Christopher Michael Hughes.
Griffin Cade Smith.
Ardith M. Held.
Lewis Smith.
Thomas Helmich.
Sean Smith.
Ryan Walter Hess.
Emma L. Somerville.
Kyle J. Hilsey.
Amy K. Soper.
Jessica L. Hoffman.
Angelina Spadacino.
Dylan W. Hoagland.
Peyton Spadacino.
Brianna Lee Hollers.
Sean P. Spadea.
Jacob Lloyd Houck.
Sean S. Stanley.
Una Ann Hall.
Anthony Staples Jr.
Mohammed Ibrahim.
Justin Lee Starkman.
Logan Inglesby.
Rebecca Stavropolsky.
Sydney Janik.
Brianna Stein.
Eric K. Geronis.
Seth R. Steinberg.
Aiden B. Jazerski.
Eric A. Stengel.
Taylor Johnson.
Nicole A. Sternberg.
Rachel Nicole Jones.
Shelby Stoltz.
Carrie Ann Juba.
Adam J. Strong.
Megan Marie Cayley.
William Sullivan.
Melissa S. Kane.
Casey M. Superfine.
Amanda Jade Kaufman.
Brittany N. Swafford.
Crawford M. Kaufman.
Cariana Sweeney.
Serena S. Kaufman.
Olivia Rose Silvanovich.
William P. Kaufman.
Jason Tanner.
Natalie Rose Kazokis.
Ryan J. Tantillo.
Zachary Ryan Keene.
Maximilian Eli Tarnopolsky.
Ryan Michael Kime.
Jordan Taylor.
Emily G. Keller.
Colin M. Tees.
Andrew J. Kelly.
Michael Thomas Titleman.
Danielle S. Kelman.
David Teplitsky.
Madison Julia Kennerly.
Tyler Alexander Tufel.
Sean James Kerwick.
Austin A. Thomas.
Robin Kodak.
Ryan David Thornton.
Matthew J. Kefauver.
Catherine M. Tissot.
Joshua H. Kim.
Adam G. Tomcho.
Eric M. Claus.
Max W. Topham.
Madeline Rose Kleiser.
Zachary E. Trampay.
Nicholas John Klineski.
Brandon Tran.
Carl Otto Connect.
Eric Alexander Simberg.
Celine Kogan.
Jonathan A. Tunkara.
Amand Cole.
Garrett R. Turco.
Ryan J. Calamega.
Juliana Turi.
Ekaterina Komarova.
Katerina A. Ufer.
Kalina Nicole Korbich.
Joshua Yurovsky.
Julia Hope Kovac.
Zachary C. Vanderscore.
Courtney Kozub.
Caitlin Varga.
Megan Kraft.
Alana R. Vergulis.
Ellen N. Kravchenko.
Nicholas A. Varecchio.
Kimberly Kravitz.
Alexi C. Villarwell.
Michael Krepich.
Abigail Faye Vitkoff.
Amanda Nicole Kropp.
Samantha E. Walton.
Margaret Michelle Kukayiva.
Courtney T. Wasserstrom.
Edward Kolokov.
Kayla Wegamont.
Michael K. Kolokov.
Justin L. Weinberg.
Evan Joseph Cutney.
Melanie Wilkinson.
Julianne P. Quate.
Caitlin M. Williams.
Harris Kwong.
Molly Willis.
Alan Lutizensky.
Chloe Kim Wilson.
Austin Lake.
McKinley Winters.
Tommy Lamb.
Alexa Marie Wojciechowski.
Kyle M. Lamon.
Noah Wolf.
Abigail R. Langer.
Sarah E. Wolmer.
Matthew I. Lashner.
Chloe Elise Wazolek.
Nicholas A. Loletta.
Eric Zhu.
Michael Louder.
Kate Ashley Yem.
Justin Kyle Lee.
Emily Victoria Yem.
Michael Patrick Layton.
Paul John Yem.
Herbie Lights.
Robert Bruce Zacharias.
Grace Ann Lenore.
Janet Zafar.
Hannah Rose Leo.
Nathan E. Zadowitz.
Adam M. Lish.
Allie Brooke Zatkoff.
Jennifer Little.
Adriana Zal.
Tyler Loftus.
Jenny Zen.
Karen C. Longmore.
Nicole L. Zibelman.
Pamela M. Longmore.
Demetra M. Zisios.
David Stephen Losardo.
Dina S. Zisios.
Diana Loza.
Great job, great job. Once again, it is my privilege to introduce Mr. Corey Axler and the South Vocal Ensemble. Would the audience please rise for the singing of the Council Rock High School South alma mater? Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege, indeed it is my honor, to introduce our Superintendent of Schools. Please welcome Dr. Robert Frazier.
Thank you, Mr. Funk, and good evening. It is my pleasure this evening to announce that the students seated before us have indeed met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Board of Directors of the Council Rock School District and by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So with that said, it is my pleasure to introduce our Board of School Directors School Board President, Mr. Edward Tate. Mr. Tate.
Having met the requirements as set forth by the Board of Directors of the Council Rock School District and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I confer upon each of you a diploma recognizing your graduate status. Please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. I now pronounce you graduates of Council Rock High School South.
Okay, thank you very much, folks. This concludes our commencement exercise. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Well done.